All right, last level of the second of 3 colors, because it goes yellow, blue, green. Different layout. Like here the yellows were parallel with the blues, but those were the optional ones. Also, holy crap, like just the one-off first episode was like, oh, I was already in the blue from that, and we've been in blue since then, so I'm guessing each world gets noticeably slower. That's, you know, that makes perfect sense because it's programming. That's how that would work. 3 sort. We're gonna do a sorting function, huh? That doesn't sound terrifying. Oh, boy. Oh boy. Yes, we rank all our employees here. From worst performing all the way up to best performing. What? Where do you rank? Let's give it some thought while we complete this assignment. What? Why does it say that? Don't, okay. Yes, you need to sort sets of numbers. Don't worry. Our data resources here have no feelings, which we find to be convenient. For each 3 things in the inbox, send them to the outbox in order from smallest to largest. Poof. Man. This one's... I'm just trying to think about the ways I would do this, because, my brain that seems to create the answers that cause them to be fast, if not efficient, is looking at something that might be fast, but very inefficient. Because I'm thinking, like, wouldn't I just check them against each other over and over again? And, like, once I've determined which one's the smallest one, I then have, like, an output order somehow that's, like... But then I have to... the way I've been coding would mean I'd have to code for every eventuality, and that is terrifying. That is terrifying to think of coding for every possible combination, which is more or less what might happen. No. 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 Instead, what I need to do is I need to place them. Yeah. I'm thinking about having output orders. I was thinking about having a bunch of branching output orders where I have to say the exact output each time, but no, what I need to do is I need to make sure that I'm placing them based on their order. So it's every 3 things. They're suggesting I copy to 0, 1, 2, which, you know, makes sense. Sure. Should I start with that and just copying the 3 against each other? Makes sense. Yeah. That largely makes sense. Yeah, let's start the loop then. Okay, so... At this point we have 0, 1, 2. Let's do, let's make this the biggest. Let's change that. Oh god, that's a horrible R. L, R, G. There we go. Large, medium, small. Makes more sense. I was like big, and then I'm like, I don't want to write middle. Let's do medium. I'm like, now big, medium, small sounds stupid. That's not the sizes we use. Okay, so now I need to cross compare 0, 1, and 2 with each other. So we're currently holding 2 at the end of this sequence, so I might as well just stick with that. Let's try subtracting 1. Just gonna say start compare, just to show that that's what's happening here, at least. So we're gonna start comparing them. I currently have 2. We're gonna subtract 1 from that. And then I need to set up an if negative. Because Because if negative, then that means that 1 is larger than 2. But we're just gonna leave that sitting there for now. Let's see, A, B, C. I don't like calling them 1, 2, 3 when I'm comparing numbers against each other, so let's make that a little easier for me. Alright, so if it's negative, then that means that B was larger than C. So right now we're running with the assumption that B... Okay, so we're going to copy from C in the not negative outcome, which is... Oh, that's this one. You nestle it in here. Copy from C and then subtract A. Then once again, we have to deal with an if negative for that situation. But if it's still not negative... If it's not negative in either case, then we want to copy from C. And then copy to large. Hooray. This is gonna get really complicated really fast, isn't it? Okay, so copy to large. And that's good. But now I need to deal with every permutation, don't I? This can't be a good system. This has to be a bad plan that I have right now. Oof. What order do I even do this in? I would probably prefer to write this out on like parallel. Like if I was writing this out by hand, I'd probably prefer to write it out as like a tree, non-parallelly, just so I could sort these different jumps in a way that visibly I can make sense of. But they're all in a vertical sequence, and that fucks with me a little bit, because the tree is going to be hard to navigate. Alright, let's deal with the outcome. Jesus Christ. This has to be... No, I'm not having a good plan, but I'm not really thinking of anything better. Let's just deal with this particular branch. This branch where C is large. Okay, so... C large... C blank blank. That's the current situation right now. That's gonna give me a little bit of an update at the moment. Okay, so now we need to compare A and B. So, copy from A, subtract B, and then if negative, just leave that sitting. Assuming that it's not negative, then A was bigger than B. So we're going to... Yeah, this is going to drive me crazy. Oh, wait, what was that jump up -4? Shit. Whoop. I think we're supposed to be back... Yeah, by the sub, right. Yeah, let's keep track of those. Ha. Ooh, it's going to be hard to keep track of this. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just losing my mind a little bit trying to think about what I'm going to be going through today. Copy from A, subtract B. At that point, if A is larger, then it's not negative, and that means A should be set to, let's see, yeah, copy from A, and then copy to medium, and then copy from B, copy to small. And so this is... C, A, B. You were supposed to be up here. Yeah. We have to keep the negative there, because it has to be able to skip if subtracting B from A leads to a different result. Okay. Because if it does lead to a different result, that means that we have C, B, A. That's... yeah. I should not be agonizing over these, but... Damn it. This is not natural at all, this kind of writing. It's bothering me. Okay. So it's gonna jump if it's negative. That's CAB. This is going to be CBA. So, copy from B. Copy to medium. Copy from A. Copy to small. I think I'm just going to get them sorted first, and then the end result of finally sorting it is going to then output to an ending thing where it just picks up these three and outputs them at the end. Which I may want to set up now so I have a place to jump to. It's such bad writing. I'm trying to make myself cross, like, cover more x-axis with each letter to make it more legible when it's gonna get squished so hard. I write kind of small, and I don't make a lot of X progress when I'm writing sometimes. So, but with how big the marker is, basically it's kind of a problem. So this is an output. This is done. So that's going to jump to the output, and that one's also done. So that's going to jump to the output at that point. I'm basically just going to create a bunch of tiny sorting modules that are all a goddamn nightmare. And whenever I finish sorting the order, it's going to jump to output here. Let's put the arrows after output to make it really clear where they're going, so I don't confuse them with the ones that still have to be sorted. Yeah, so that's a jumped output. That's jumped output. Good. Okay. Largest to smallest? Smallest to largest. Okay. Copy from small. Outbox. Copy from medium. Outbox. Copy from large. Outbox. Jump back to the beginning. Clink. And that's the end of that sequence of 3, except for the part where I have to do with every other permutation now. Okay. So this is what happens if C is the largest. Fun. Okay, so right now C is the largest. And yeah, I did both versions of the outputs if C is the largest. Cool. So if C is the largest, jump if negative to here. That's after we've already confirmed C is the largest though, right? Yeah. Put up here, yeah. Copy from C, put to large. Yeah, let's put that in the right spot. So I need to deal with the 2 negative jumps now. So I have C at this point, and I subtracted B. If B is negative, we need to jump all the way down to here. And this is B more than C. We don't know that B is actually the largest yet, we just know that it's bigger than C. That's the first jump, I believe. This one, right? This is a hell of a interface for this system. Yeah, subtract B and then jump if negative. That means B is more than C. And at that point, I have not yet confirmed... Yeah, I then go on to do A. So here's where I subtract A. Ooh, that might be pre-sorted. I go back to C and I subtract A. At that point, I confirmed... Ooh, that one's pre-sorted. If A is negative, that means that A is the largest, and C is the second largest, and B is the smallest, because C and B were already compared with each other. Oh, that's great news. That's gonna save me a bunch of time. That's great news. A, C, B. There we go. That's an outcome already taken care of, basically. So at that point, copy from A. Copy to large. Copy from C. Copy to small. Sorry, medium. Copy from B. Copy to C. Not C. What are you crazy? C, small. There we go. A, C, B, large, medium, small. Large, medium, small. And then we can jump to the ending. The output. Okay. Poof. Welcome to the marathon race level, where we really fucking commit for a long time. There has to be a better solution. There has to be a better solution. Anyway, I'm also not done with the letter A yet. I just did ACB already, but I still have to deal with ABC, which would come out of a different result somewhere, I assume. Somehow. Am I wrong about my assumption here? Am I wrong about my assumption? I assumed that... No, if I compare C and B with each other, then... and it get past that phase, that means that C is bigger than B. And then I compare A, and A turns out to be bigger than C, then yeah, it's ACB. Sure. But how do I... Presumably... No, that's the only outcome where A would be in the front, so it has to be that. All the other combinations featuring A would feature A in the different slots. Sure. I'm just gonna go back to tracing where I was before. I'm trying to think of all the different permutations. I'm getting lost in the combinations. Okay, so in this one, B is currently larger than C. So next I need to confirm whether B is larger than A. So what am I currently holding at that point? Subtract B. Okay, so I'm not holding any of the numbers right now. So copy from B sub A. And now I have two different outcomes that happen here. So, if negative, we gotta jump to somewhere. And, that if negative is... We're taking B, we're subtracting A, so this would make A bigger than B, so it'd be A, B, C. Cool. Otherwise... Oh, it has to be below that. Because otherwise it's going to be... B... A... C. These are getting so bad. There's nothing natural feeling about writing with your mouse. Not unless you're really used to it, which I never have to. Yeah. So it's going to go right past the jump if it's not negative, because B is bigger. And it's going to go to the jump if it is negative, because that means A is bigger, which is ABC. Okay, so let's solve the BAC first. So that's an outcome already. So at that point, I just need to copy from B and copy to large, copy from A, copy to medium, copy from C, copy to small. Good. Now do ABC, copy from A, copy to large, copy from B, copy to medium, copy from C, copy to small. Let's see, do I have every combination yet? I have CAB and CBA, which are all the combinations that can happen if C is the largest. I have BAC, oh. I have ABC and ACB, which are the two combinations that can happen if A is the largest. I have BAC, but not BCA. Okay, so I'll have to go back and check for that. I think that's back here or something. We'll see. I did not insert my jumps, did I? Jump if negative. Let's put you there, so it's more clear where that is, I think. Shit. How does this get here? Oh, it gets here from there? Right, that's the jump if negative. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm so paranoid that a jump's gonna go the wrong place and everything's gonna fall apart. Because that's how you make your unhandled exception in Java happen or whatever the fuck. And then you fail the class. Yay. Yay. I think everything's working the way I've been planning on doing it. Let's put that on the right side of the label to be consistent about it, at least. You get here without jumping at all. So C, A, B, C. Okay, so B is more than C. Cool. I have the jump if negative. Right, I think I have to put it in here then. So that's jump if negative. That goes to... So if it doesn't jump, it's BAC. How do I get to BCA? That might be the first situation. Copy to C. Subtract C from B. Jump if negative. Right, this is the negative where B is larger. That goes to B to C. Oh, yeah. So, right. Right, okay, I missed this option. At this point, C and A have not been compared to each other, because that happens later in the sequence. So before I go into this outcome, I'm comparing B to A with each other. And yeah, jump if negative, because that means that, yeah. Okay. I'm just getting a little flustered here. Okay, so I need to compare A and C. So this is the field of where B is the biggest, so I need to compare it so that I need to check for the combination where C is bigger than A. So copy from C, subtract A, and then if negative, then A is bigger than C, and so it should just continue forward. Check this one. Right. C minus A. Yeah, if it's not negative, then C... No. Shit. That's good. If it is negative, that means that A is larger, right? Yes. I might be getting a little tired now. This game is draining. Yeah, if C minus A and if that's negative, that means that A was larger, which means it should just continue forward. But that's not what I want. Copy from C minus A. I'm trying to make a system where if it's positive, it'll go down into this like it was before, and the negative will be the one where I rip it out and go make a new thing for it. So now it's A minus C. So if it's negative, C was larger, and that's the weird thing, because down here is assuming that A is larger. So now we'll do a jump of negative. That's better. Okay. I need to get you down to like somewhere else entirely, because I don't even know what the fuck's happening with some of these things anymore, and I just need to escape them. I think that one's supposed to be in the output area. B, C, A. Right? That's the one I haven't done yet. BAC, BCA. So that should be confirming that. Okay, so now copy from B, copy to A, I are large, copy from C, copy to medium, copy from A, copy to small, BCA, BCA, large, medium, small. I think we're good. I think that's every combination. I've got 2 C's, I've got 2 B's, I've got 2 A's. I've got to make the output. No, I don't, actually, because it's just going to output directly into output, so that's fine. Does everything have a jump to output in there somewhere? That's on the wrong side of that. There we go. So, 2, 3. Yeah, there should be 6 outputs, right? Or maybe not. I don't know. This program's so big, I actually don't know where it would go wrong at this point, and I can't easily parse it. This is part of what drove me away from programming was, just having to deal with figuring out what was wrong sometimes. I don't think this game will ever get that quite that level, but a few semesters in, it's like, okay, I feel numb. Those are large, medium, small. Okay. Please just keep not fucking up. The tense thing about this is that every time it succeeds. In the past, when something succeeded, there was a good chance it was all gonna succeed because it was doing a one simple loop. I've made a nightmare tree with this program, so every single combination could fuck up individually in ways that the other ones wouldn't because there was just a syntax problem somewhere. 942, that's good. I don't think I'm even gonna fast forward this one. I think I'm just gonna be paranoid. No, they're throwing negative numbers at me. Oh no. No. What's that even gonna do? I didn't think about negative numbers. I didn't think about negative. Oh, and they threw 2 numbers at me that were the same number, which might fuck with things too. I'm not sure. I don't think it did though. Oh, I haven't even processed the idea of negative numbers. What is that going to do? Because they're already negative. Yep. Yep. Up. Yup. Yup. I'm fucked. Okay. Shit, they hid them off screen too like an asshole, but you know they're always gonna be there. Yeah. Because they're part of the trick. Or they're not going to be part of the trick? Wait, what? No, a negative will pretty much fuck it up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Did it say... it didn't say not to worry about negatives, so I guess I should have worried about negatives. Oh boy. That... might have to start over. Oh no, I might have to start over. That... Maybe I'll learn a better idea, though, if I start over. I don't know. There's almost certainly going to be a jump cut here, because I just have to sit here and, like, process for a while what to even do differently. I'm a bit concerned just because, Jesus. A lot of this is coming from the fact that this game just does not give me a greater than or equal to, greater than or less than sign. It is just subtracting and adding, and that is a... That's gonna be a weird thing to do if they're gonna fuck with me like that. Alright, I'm trying to trace step by step what goes wrong here. I'm trying to think of solutions, and I'm not really thinking of them, so I'm trying to check to see what exactly it's messing up here. I don't really know how to not deal with subtraction. It's like the only verb I have right now. Okay, so we're gonna start comparing. We're gonna subtract B. We're currently holding C. So 7 versus 8. We're good. 7 minus 8, -1. So that means we have to jump if negative. That means B is more than C. That's correct. Now we're gonna figure out A versus C. So we're grabbing A. We're gonna subtract C. And if it's negative, that means C was bigger, which should be correct. Yeah, it's negative because C was bigger, I suppose. Yeah, I guess the rules I already had were kind of already true. Now it should be B, C. Yeah, it's skipping to B, C, A, which is correct. Copy from B. C. A. Then we're gonna all the endpoints count as steps for some reason. They don't count as steps by the grading though, because the numbers aren't there, so they only count for my skipping purposes, I guess. So, grabbing small and outputting it. Okay. Now we jump back to the beginning. What's happening? Nothing went wrong. I'm confused by that. Okay. A negative. Thanks for that. Oh wait, was there a 0? Is that what was messing it up? The if 0 problem? Maybe there's an if 0 problem I have to deal with. I don't know. So there's gonna be... It gives me a positive number. That means that 0 was bigger, I guess? Is it doing that? Then we're gonna go 0 versus 6. It should say 6 is the biggest, right? Are we going straight to output? What's going on here? You go straight to output? Ooh. Ooh. Is that not right? I think something went wrong here. Why do you go straight to output? You shouldn't go straight to output because this one goes straight to output. You should be going somewhere else. Let's confirm. Okay, did negatives have nothing to do with the problem? It was just which order they were in, specifically? Okay, so we have C minus B. And it's not jumping. It's not negative. So it's not jumping. That means C is bigger. So C is bigger than B. Then we do C minus A. And C minus A, we're jumping if negative. That means A is bigger than C. So it's A, C, B. A, C, B, right there. Oh shit. You're just going to the wrong place. Oh no. Did I just spend all this time trying to figure out what went wrong, and it was a jump thing that was in the wrong spot, just like I was worried about? Let's find out. I think negatives might have had nothing to do with the problem. It just, that was just the spot. I just didn't consider negatives, so I was scared when they showed up. But what actually happened is a jump was going the wrong... Son of a bitch. Oh, I lost time to that one. Nope. Fuck no. Nope. It's a bad program. It's a real bad program. I think I know how I would iterate on it. Because while I was while I was working on that, I had time to, like, I was trying to find a better solution because it was broken, and I was thinking of better solutions along the way. But then it turned out it was just broken because one of the jumps was in the wrong spot, which just makes me feel like a jackass, basically. But that solution's so bad. Admittedly, it is late now, and I'm not psyched about continuing, but fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. A. B. C. Let's have a go. Okay, so inbox. Copy to A. So my new solution is that I think I should try to confirm what order A and B go in before I try to figure out sorry, I'm trying to parse my thought. It's really hard to simultaneously think about what you want to do in the puzzle and try to articulate what you're thinking of at the time. So I think I want to grab two of them and figure out which one of them is bigger first, and then compare C with those two numbers to figure out which, not necessarily C, but compare the third number with the other two numbers in order to figure out which one of them is the actual biggest. Let's do a question mark. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but I'm just gonna give question marks. A. B. C. There we go. So those are ones where I don't know if it's true or not, and this is like the buffer when I'm setting it up, and that's the one where it's definitely true. We're gonna do it that way. So copy to A. Then we're going to the inbox, and we're going to copy to B. Alright, that's kind of fun. Now I'm going to subtract A. And that should give us something to work with. In the case where A... Okay, so we're going to do if negative will be... If it's negative, then A was bigger. In which case, we're good. So if negative, we're totally good. Otherwise, we're gonna have to rearrange them. So jump if negative, and that's gonna be to jump over me rearranging them. So let's pick up. I have to do the swap. So let's do swap. We're swapping A and B here. So, because it's negative. It's not negative specifically, because that means B. Fuck. I'm just... This is exhausting to both do, and... It's partly exhausting to do, but even more exhausting to speak about, because just the act of talking about it seems to fuck with my ability to process what I'm doing. So we currently have B, and we subtract A. A is negative, meaning A is bigger, which is the correct order because I'm doing large to small as A, B, C. So skip this step if A is already larger. If B is larger, then we need to rearrange these. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy from B, copy to C, copy from A, copy to, god damn it, copy to B, copy from C, copy to A. So we took B, put it to C, took A, put it to B, then took C and put it to A. So now A is larger than B, and C we're just going to ignore. It was a weird buffer for a moment. Alright, so now both situations should now be equal, and that in both situations A and B, A is larger than B. We've now verified that. Now I need to figure out where C goes. So we're going to go inbox to grab C. Grab C. A, B, B comparison. So you swap if it's wrong, otherwise we're good. So now we're grabbing C. We're going to copy that to C. So now we have them all in the field. Now I need to compare them with each other. So now we're going to subtract from A. Let's formulate this so that it's based on the assumption that it's already right. Let's try to formulate it around the idea that C is already in the correct spot and get that solution done first, I think. So if I subtract A from C and it's negative, that confirms A is bigger than C. But I don't want to do the if negative situation because I want to not do a jump here. So instead we're gonna copy to C and then copy from A and then subtract C. We're gonna reverse this. So now I'm checking A and I'm subtracting C. Subtracting C should not lead to a negative. If it does not lead to a negative, then we continue forward. So then copy from B and subtract C. And if this does not lead to a negative, then we're good. So if it's not negative here, then A is just more than C like it's supposed to be. If it's not negative here, then B is more than C like it's supposed to be. And so then we can output that at that point. Is it quicker to do a jump? Is it quicker to copy all of these over, or is it quicker just to output A, B, C? Huh. I guess that's the definition of a speed, like, because I'm gonna have an output thing for, because if I have to rearrange them at this point, when I figure out where C goes, I'm gonna have to rearrange where they'll go. I don't know. I guess it's not that big of a deal. I'm just going to focus on solving it for now. Even though it doesn't involve using the exclamation points in this case. So we need to go from small to largest. So copy from C. Let's put the thing here first. A, B, C. Or I guess already correct. This is awful to write on. Already correct. So copy from C, because we're doing smallest first. Outbox. Copy from B. Outbox. Copy from A. Outbox. And then jump back to the beginning. This may not actually turn out to be any better. It might just turn out to be... this will be less wasteful in that I'm not accounting for every combination of the entire tree. I checked all 6 possible outcomes in like a giant mess. And this one, at least, I'm sorting A and B first. Okay, so now I need to do a jump if negative. Up here. Subtract C. Jump if negative. Subtract C. Jump if negative. If it's already correct, it'll go right through. But if I subtract A from C, then we need to figure out what to do next. A from C, so C is bigger than A, would be what happens here. But if I have A and I subtract C and it becomes negative, that means C is bigger than A. So C, B, A at that point. If I have B and I subtract C, that means C is bigger than B, which makes this A, C, B. And I think that's all of the possible outputs. Yeah, it's either already correct, or it goes in the front, or it goes in the middle. My letter order is becoming kind of pointless, but, you know, whatever. Huh. Yeah, I'm not going to use these exclamation points at all, is what I'm realizing. I could sort them, but I'm already going to put them into the outbox in the correct order, so why bother sorting them here? If I've already determined their order, we're good. It was a good thought, because I rearranged A and B with each other, and that helped me out a lot, because rearranging A and B made things easier, so that for this next step. But having an extra layer where I thought I was going to have to then place them down here in the correct order, but I'm realizing that's really stupid, because if I know the order, I can just output them. There might be a more efficient way of... I was thinking about having a final command where you output ABC like I did before, but that's not really necessary to direct towards, because if I'm rearranging them, then I might as well just output them in that way. So CBA. So, copy from C, outbox, copy from B, outbox, copy from A, outbox, then give us our go back to the beginning jump. There we go. And now copy from A, outbox, copy from C, outbox, copy from B, outbox. There we go. If this one works, I'll be kind of proud of myself a little bit. This is the first time I did a program that was so bad in my own eyes that I felt the need to revise it because it grossed me out. But what was weird is that it wasn't broken. The weird thing to me was that I found out that the, Are we good here? Please tell me we're good here. Here we go. What's amazing is that I thought I had to revise it because of it being a bad program, but no, my first program actually worked, except one of the jumps was literally mislocated, and that's all I had to change, and I spent so long looking over it. But the more I looked at it, the more I was just grossed out by it. Oh no. Let's find out what went wrong here. Alright, let's just go all the way back to the beginning. Okay, so... 863, okay, so inbox... Calm down. Copy to A. Inbox. Copy to B. Subtract A. Positive number. Let's see. That's a 2. That's a 6. So they're supposed to swap because 2 is definitely smaller than 6. So I get a positive number. So we take B and subtract A, which gives us a positive number. I say jump if negative. Because if we're negative, then that means that if we're negative, then B was bigger than A. Wait. Subtract A. Did I get this entire thing backwards? Son of a bitch. Copy to B, subtract A. In that situation, A would be... If it's negative, that means A was larger, which means we just, we skip this whole thing if A is larger. But it's not larger, so that means we're going to swap. No, everything's fine. Yeah. So, copy that to C. Cool. So we should end up with 6 and then 2, right? Six and 2, that's what the numbers were, right? Oh. Wait. Those were the original numbers I grabbed from the track, right? Yeah. I don't know why it was mixed up. Yeah, the numbers are correct. So copy that A, 6 and 2, like it's supposed to be, right? So where's it going wrong? I'm going to the inbox, getting 8, copying it to C. Alright, so now that's in place. Copy from C. We're going to copy from A, and we're going to subtract C. Jumping if negative, because yes, it's larger. So it's not in the correct order already. That means it should be CBA, yes. Everything seems correct so far. What went wrong? So we're copy from C. Oh. You idiot. Oh. You're supposed to go largest, damn it. Okay. A, B, C. That's what it was. The label is largest to smallest, which is the goal. That's how I'm thinking of it, but the output is smallest to largest. That's what went wrong? Oh, don't change that one. That'll fuck everything up. Oh. B, C, A. B, C, A. A, B, C. A, B, C. C, B, A. Yes. Is that all that happened? Is I just got... It's always a stupid thing, isn't it? Nope. Nope. Alright, so based on the current assumption, we're supposed to be at CBA. C... That's not CBA, that's CAB. Wait, why would it be CBA? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Why are you so stupid? C-A-B. A is always bigger than B. That's the fucking point. How did you do that? How did you get that wrong? That was the whole point of the first step. B-A-C. B-A-C. Wow. Yeah, so like a third of my outputs were going to be wrong no matter what. Yeah, A is always bigger than B. We did that already. I don't know how I got that. You're getting a little sample of why doing Let's Plays of puzzle games can be hard. Ta-da! Oh my god, those were stupid problems. Alright, well I'm gonna take a break, and I'll see you guys fresh and early tomorrow. I didn't even actually accomplish my goals of making them good. I just accomplished my goals of making them better. Yep, those are high scores. That's progress for me. I failed both of them, but it says 41, 41, 92, 92. It says my best is 92, my best is 41. That means I definitely did better than last time. Whew. I'm getting flashbacks to doing programming and like just the experience of like when you have an assignment and you're trying to get it done, but you're getting more tired and more fed up with it, and that only makes you worse at doing it, and and how much of a trap that is. Whew, alright. That's enough of that. Let's just celebrate with a nice cutscene. That's probably not good. Yeah, that was... Robot apocalypse appears to be happening. Yeah, they had this whole hint. At first I'm just like, oh, it's called Midnight Petroleum, is in like, a little riff on burning the midnight oil, because this poor employee is stuck here in the middle of the night, and she's watching the moon as she just sort of suffers her way through working all night, because this is just a real bad for workers' rights kind of company, as far as I can tell. And then it turns out to be a horrifyingly massive mega robot stomping through city. That raises questions. And then it's just, where's Carol is the next story beat, which just raises all sorts of questions of like, how's this apocalypse going? And there's these there's these, did I say zombies? There's these robot heads here, and Carol goes missing, and then the ending happens, I guess. Huh. We'll see how it goes. And, yeah. I imagine some people are really frustrated watching this stuff, and some people are having fun with it. Although I will say, if you're really frustrated watching this stuff because you, are a programmer, for example, just keep in mind that you're basically watching a puzzle game where you already know the answers before you even saw the game, because these are not actually that far off from just actual programming in some cases. And, I'm largely, I'm aware of the syntax type stuff and how some of that kind of stuff can work, but I think we're largely past problems that I'm used to trying to solve. Anyway.